What's up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Our Spurs host the Brooklyn Nets tonight. And my goodness, this is actually first time I've called a Nets game with the Spurs at home in years. Same thing with the game that was in Brooklyn earlier this year. I was looking, I was like, there are no prior streams to Nets, so these are usually blacked out for me. Well, I'm not watching an NBA League Pass. I signed up to Fubo TV for this month so I can call the Nets game and the Knicks game because I know they'll be blacked out on the League Pass. So here we are, and this is a very, very winnable game. I did see Stephon Castle was questionable. I checked ESPN. Looks like he's good to go. Looks like D'Angelo Russell's back for the Nets. So hopefully have a good game. Maybe a nice high scoring game. What a Spurs win. Who knows? Who knows? Gonna be the crowd out there that's rooting for the Nets to win, so they can eventually overtake us in the standings. I don't have that in me. I'll root for the Nets to win the rest of their games. Just not this one. Andrew, good evening. Paisan, I saw your card should have got delivered today, so hopefully you got those. Stephen V, Cowboy X Factor. The game is not blacked out because I'm watching on a local channel. So where I live, I've mentioned that the Celtics, the Knicks, and Nets are all considered local teams. So right now this game is on MSG and Yes Network. I have both now because I thought it was on MSG. I guess it's on Yes. It's on Yes. Never mind. For those of you in New England, it's on the Yes Network. MSG is the Knicks. I got that backwards. Sorry, Miss DSR, if you're listening. I know you are. I gave you the wrong channel. It's on Yes Network. And that's a local channel for me. That's the Nets, the Yankees, and one of the hockey teams, I presume. Daniel Bear, good evening. Ron, a good evening to you. Happy early birthday, James. And for the record, since you're in here at Stingray X Factor, my goodness, the Dallas Mavericks, and I'm not here trolling the team. As you mentioned in your Twitter, could this be a worse time for the team between the trade and then just the plethora of injuries with Kyrie out for the year now? You're not sure they'll even make the play-in. What are they holding on to the 10th spot? Be interesting to watch. What's up, Greco? That ticks. You go into Nets are on a 4-game losing streak. All right, let's keep an on it. Well, part of me feels bad for the Mavericks, but also like you should never traded Luka. This is just like bad karma that's just hitting them right in the junk right now. Buenos noches, Hector. Nets not want to win this game. No, they don't. No, they don't, Dennis. Uh, they have a decent lineup. When you look at D'Angelo Russell, Cam Thomas, Cameron Johnson, Nick Claxton, they have some good players there, but it's just not coming together. They've had a lot of injuries too. I do know that. Joe Nuff, good evening to you. Lights out. Thank you for stopping in. Maybe a win tonight. It's in San Antonio. We're playing a team that is worse than us. We have Mavs picks in the 2030 swap. Well, that's a long ways away, but they might be, who knows where they'll be by then. We're hoping the Spurs are a perennial playoff, Western Conference NBA Finals contender. Darren Fox, they're showing his stats with the Kings, 25 points per game, with the Spurs, 19.7. His efficiency has dropped across the board. Less minutes, lower field goal percentage, lower 3-point percentage. Sure, he's getting acclimated to his new team, and the injury on his left hand probably not helping much either. Mavs are 10th seed as of now, but I think the Suns, who are 11th, could. Yeah, it's going to be. Actually, the Blazers are a sleeper team. You're right. No, Steven, it ain't easy. I appreciate the Mavs players still competing. Yeah, I mean, do they have any bigs left? Aren't all their big guys like out? Davis is obviously hurt. I think Lively's out, and then they have one more whose name is escaping me. I think he's out as well. Yeah, Dennis, it was good for us. See, yeah, right. AD abdominal strain. Who knows? Let's check North and Nets tonight, though. How? Oh, I'm yawning a lot. This game hasn't even started yet. By the way, speaking of yawning, I don't know if you guys saw the Spurs schedule. Holy moly, it's going to be late Friday night. We play the Kings in Sacramento. That game starts at 10 p.m. my time. I was looking through the rest of the schedule. I'm like, do we have any other 10 p.m. games or later left? 3 out of the last 4 Spurs games are all at 10 o'clock or later, a West Coast trip. It's actually the last game, I think it's an East Coast game or an early game, but the 3 right before that are all like 10 and 10:30. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be tired at work. What's up, Bobby? Thank you for stopping in. I'm doing pretty good. I did not watch the interview, Bobby. I'll be transparent with you. I don't care what that guy has to say. That situation's weird, and I'm good. I'm good. But thanks for sharing it with me. I do appreciate it. Luca's nickname should be the Bambino. Oh, nice Babe Ruth reference. No former Spurs in that Kings game. Did they all get traded off the Kings? We'll have two former Kings in that game. The Spurs, who do they have? They have Patty Mills. DeMar DeRozan, he's still there, isn't he? DeRozan didn't leave Sacramento, did he? Anthony, yo, yo, yo to you. Michael, yeah, their teams. The struggle's weird. Yeah, Stingray X Factor, he's referencing Babe Ruth being sold. He actually wasn't traded. He was sold to the New York Yankees. I believe the Red Sox owner at the time wanted to start a play and ended up being one of the worst moves in baseball history, maybe the worst. Got the car this afternoon. Nice. Awesome, Paisan. David Lee has arrived. Oh, the Fox trade. No. Yeah, they all got shipped out. Kyrie out at least 10 months? I don't know. I've seen other players recover in 6 months. It's a giant question mark. He could possibly be back before the season starts. We'll see. He's north of 30, so that may work against him. Cam Thomas has missed a lot of time. November 27th to December 27th, and then January 4th to February 26th, returned on February 28th. Yeah, oof. Hamstring and back injuries. I mean, he's a good player when he's on the court, but yeah, not on the court much this year. Fever pitch, I've not seen that. Glazer Bacon, what's going on? We definitely can win this, is true. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost. I agree. Jay's Appliances, what's going on? You guys can make the playoff. Jacob, I think we're too far behind. How many games are we behind the Mavericks? I know it's not a ton, but we got off to such a slow start. I'm gonna take a look. Pulling up the standings right now. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, ESPN, don't let me down. NBA standings. All right, here we go. Actually, the Mavericks are in the 10th spot right now. The Mavericks are 32 and 30. Yes, they're going to lose a lot of games without Kyrie, no doubt. They're 7 wins ahead of us. I don't think we're going to win 7 more games the rest of the year. I don't. We have what, including tonight, 22 games. 7 and 15 is a heck of a lot, but 7 more wins would be more than I think we have in all of 2025. It's been that bad, guys. Let's double check that. We went into 2025 with a 17 and 16 record, so my apologies. We're 25 and 34. 25 and 34, so that's 8 and 18. I don't think we're going to catch I don't think we're going to catch Dallas. They've gotten so far ahead. Anything's possible. I can certainly it's likely. All right, let's get the game back up. Yeah, let's get the chat back up. Let's talk to the chat. Wemby should be there. It's in San Antonio. I hope we have a good game no matter what happens. Sean Marks had a high price for Cam Johnson trade. Brian Wright had to say no. Sound about right, Dennis. Here in San Antonio, high winds, wildfires, and a dust storm. Be safe out there if you're near anything bad. Couch contingent is here. Big Yodi levitating in the back as he always does. Well, Mikey hiding out behind Selena, and then Headband Grogu running the scoreboard because that's what he does, and of course, playing with his headband. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. I can go. We made 16 threes in the first half and 2 in the second half. I believe in that game, Michael, we missed everything in the third quarter. Like we didn't make a three. I think we were 0 for 8, or I don't know what the actual count was, but I'm pretty sure we missed all of them and the wheels fell off, as usual in the third quarter. Good question on D'Lo. I guess we'll find out tonight. He's playing. I met R.C. Buford at the Spurs game versus the Thunder. Ginobili was a cure. Nice, David. Ginobili in the house, too? That's cool. I've met very few Spurs. I've met Sean Elliott. As some people say, well, you were near Tim Duncan. You're like 3 feet away from him. Like, yeah, but I never talked to him. I didn't interact. I don't count that as meeting. He was there. He was right there giving a piece of cake. And I hope he enjoyed his cake. All right, this is in the Frostbank Center, and it's sponsored by Acura. If anybody is wondering, I see the players just went up to my left, so that means the game must be starting. Thomas, Russell, Johnson, Williams, Claxton for the Nets, Paul, Fox, Vassell, Barnes, Biombo for the Spurs. So they have Biombo listed at 6'8". So we have nobody over 6'8" in our starting lineup. Are you kidding me? Johnson 6'8", Williams is 6'9", and Claxton 6'11". Oh boy. There should be a fun one on the rebounds again then, guys. Oh boy. Well, yeah. Let's go get them. Players are on the court. And away we go. Spurs won the jump ball, and I got confused for a second because the Nets are wearing all black, and I was like, wait a minute. We're wearing white unis tonight. Spurs wearing all black. And a Spurs ball at 10 on the shot clock. How did I get a point up there? Oh, what happened there? And a turnover to start the game for the Spurs. So that one was right. It was one turnover, though, for the other team. Quick three down the other end, and that is no good by D'Angelo Russell. And these Net jerseys numbers are a little hard to read. I'm not digging their jerseys. Biombo in the paint, Biombo with the jumper, Biombo with the bucket. Bismack the Biombo. How's it going, Tegon? Thank you for stopping in. I thought he was 6'9" Paisan. I could have sworn Biombo was 6'9", but they just put his height of, and it says 6'8". We are such a small lineup. So small. Too small. Cam Thomas jumper no good. Fox with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. We are up 2-zippy. Fox out in three-point land looking for a pick and roll with Biombo. So that gets over to CP3. Over to Barnes. Barnes going to drive into the paint. Toss it out to Vassell for three. Vassell is in a three-point slump, by the way. I'm glad to see him make his first one. I was checking his game-by-game log. I think he's had 9 games in a row. He's like in a 9-game shooting slump when it comes to the three-pointer. That's another miss for the Nets. Zaire Williams from outside. Vassell will bring it up for San Antonio. I don't know what's happening with the S Network, but they keep pulling the score down. Vassell pull-up jumper, good. You're not going to help me call the game if you keep pulling the clock and the score down. 6'9" with his sneakers on, probably. That damn shoes on and shoes off. Runner is good by D'Angelo Russell. 7-2. Nets are on the board. Spurs ball. Vassell's going to start to drive. Stops. Out to Fox. Wheels around to an open Barnes in the corner. Harrison Barnes. 10-2. We are cooking right now. Hey, Keith, Biombo's played well, but kind of says something about how your roster is constructed when you got to grab a guy off the street who's not even playing. A turnover by the Spurs off the defensive rebound. That shot's no good, and it is now Spurs ball. 10-2, 9:22 to go. Vassell into the paint. Wow, he just tossed it to the Spurs bench. Well, that's turnover. He was passing it to Wemby, Andrew. He's like, hey, Wemby, get in the game. Whoop. No, doesn't work like that. I don't mind Bismack as our third center, but as our number one center, I know Wemby went down, but we should have had a capable backup. We don't have a capable backup. Cameron Johnson for three, and that's a player you guys are talking about you'd like to see come to the Spurs. I've seen his name a lot in comments here and there. Vassell's going to launch a three. Vassell, all right, that's a good start for Devon. Back-to-back threes, or 2 threes in a row. Maybe his three-point slump is finally over because I just talked about it. Nets ball. Russell thinks about the three, pulls it down. No, he's going to launch a three over Fox. In and out burger. Vassell with the rebound. And Chris Paul will bring it up for San Antonio. Chris Paul's left hand is really wrapped right now. I know he had the injury a while back, but I didn't realize it was still bothering him. Fox with a miss from the corner. Nets ball. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Russell out in three-point lane looking for a screen. Tossed it over to Thomas for three, no good. Offensive rebound for the Nets. The putback is no good, but the foul is there, and Zaire Williams going to go to the line for two. Like 42, thank you. Let's get it up to 50. Where's my thumbs up? There it is. Now, this is an extremely winnable game. The Nets are worse than us. They have a worse record. So extremely winnable. Williams at the line. 8 minutes to go. Wow. The Boo Birds raining in on Williams. Made the first free throw, 13-6. We already have a substitution. Keon Johnson checking in for the Nets. Well, let's whip out our Johnson and get him in there. Who doesn't want to see some Johnson on Johnson action? Two Johnsons bouncing off each other in the paint, going at it. Maybe one Johnson slinging the D and the other Johnson's trying to penetrate and get in there and slam it home. Saying, do some good basketball. 13-7, 8 minutes to go. What's up, Walker? Thank you for stopping in. Clock's out on three-point land, gets it to bar, then that's turnover. It's a couple of turnovers already for us in the game. Getting a little loose with the ball. Almost a turnover by the Nets to get the ball back, and now it is a turnover. Travel on Brooklyn. James, I'm just talking about some good old basketball, man. Just talking basketball. Is there Johnson shooting? Does their Johnson shoot blanks? I mean, our Johnson's been better lately. Much better. Defense is still a little, flaccid, but his drives to the rim have been rock hard. EJB, good evening to you. It is Spurs ball, 18 on the shot clock after the ball went out of bounds. It was tipped off a Brooklyn Nets player. It will get it into Devon. Devon looking for a screen with Biombo, doesn't really get it. Gets over to Fox, 10 on the shot clock. Fox just going to launch a three. Nope. Fox's three-point shooting it wasn't good coming to the Spurs. It's gotten even worse since then. Art Johnson has been performing well lately. I'm always rooting for Kelman. I had two of his jerseys. That's a three-point miss for the Nets. Spurs get up the court quick. Harrison Barnes from the corner. In and out. Misses the three. Brooklyn ball. Good evening. Wait, do they have two Johnsons? Oh, we only got one. Ah, dang it. They're out Johnsoning us. Who's the other Johnson? Oh, Cameron Johnson and Keon Johnson. They got two Johnsons. D'Angelo Russell with a high shot off the glass. And Mitch is going to call a timeout. Now, we have two Johnsons, too. We got Mitch Johnson and Kelman. Now, one of our Johnsons plays and one of our Johnsons sits, but we still have two Johnsons as well. But granted, most of you agree one of our Johnsons is completely useless these days. Brian just said we have two with Mitch. Yeah, I forgot about Mitch for a while. Oh boy, it's gonna be that kind of game, isn't it? The Johnsons are out. I'm plugging my phone in to get phone is charging. Timeout. Spurs up 13-9, and hope you're all having a wonderful week. It's a Tuesday, so still a lot of time left in the work week and or school week. Who took a shot to the Biombos? Road trip? Somebody got hit in the Biombos? Hold on. We're on a commercial break. Mitch? Yeah, actually, Mitch is under 40, isn't he? LeBron is older than Mitch Johnson, isn't he? I think LeBron, the first bucket he gets tonight or first free throw hits 50,000 points. Nobody's touching that. That dude might play till he gets to 60,000 points. Trey Johnson's a name I've seen. I don't know what the Spurs are going to do in the draft. The big thing is, we've been lightly talking about the draft here and there because we're going to be a lottery team. The thing is, we don't know where we're going to pick, and where we're going to pick is going to change everything. If we end up picking like 9th and 11th, we can get some good players there. I see a lot of Spurs fans on the channel saying, hey, well, let's trade the 9th and 11th pick for like the first pick. That's not going to happen. Would you do that? No. Would we trade up? Maybe. But would you really trade down in this draft? Would you trade the 5th overall pick for the 9th and 11th and then something else? Grico, what? I mean, depends. Kelvin's been up and down. He's been, Matt Johnson's been useless at the start of the season. So actually, Mitch too. Mitch is the reverse. He started the season good, but lately he's just been. Matt Johnson's been questionable. I don't like his lineups. And the fact that he kind of, stands around a little lethargic at times on the sideline, just, I don't know, looking aloof, like, all right, just watching the game. We're getting blown out. And I was going to sit here and chew my gum. Is he ranked sixth in the draft? Dennis, I wasn't realize he was that high. CP3 looks like you don't want to play today, does he? What made you say that? I like to see Chris come off the bench, but I don't think that's happening anytime soon. And it's interesting to look at other websites like Spurs Talk and Air Alamo and Pounding the Rock. It seems like more and more and more they're like, when's this starting lineup going to change? When are we going to, get some size out there? I don't think we saw. Oh, never mind. Stefan Castle's in the game, but no pineapple. Maybe that was why he was questionable tonight because he couldn't get his pineapple up. Miss TSR had a text him earlier. She's like, Castle's questionable. He doesn't have a pineapple. Castle in the paint, an alley oop to Biombo. Biombo misses the dunk. It feels weird with no pineapple. I know the thumbnail doesn't have a pineapple, but the pineapple can make it hard with transparent PGs with him because of his hair. That's ball, and they pass it to Chris Paul, who's not on their team. The Spurs on the run, and an alley oop to Keldon Johnson, and Keldon throws it down. There you go, Keldon.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Machine 78, good evening to you. No pineapple, guys. Good evening, Jared. I'm very disappointed that there's no pineapple. All my home games, though, have Stefan Castle without a pineapple, and he had a pineapple in the last home game, so I don't know what's going on. Spurs ball after the miss. Castle into the paint. Jumper a little short. Nets ball 15 to 9, 5:40 to go. Here's what I watched this afternoon, guys. I caught a little of the Austin Spurs game. I haven't watched one in a while, and I threw the game on during lunch, and it was Austin Spurs and whatever the Knicks team is. I forgot what they're. Wow, they were showing a replay, and somebody just hit a 3-pointer for the Spurs. Great job there, TV crew. I have no idea who hit that. Was it Devon? I see Devon's. I don't know. It's 18 to 9 in a timeout. I have no idea. Now we're going to commercial again. What, Jared? Yo, Sal 77. Yes, Selena's back in the house throwing you a kiss. Oh, KJ hit the three. Thank you, Robert. All right, it's Kelvin with 5 points already. All right. All right, I like it. I like Kelvin playing better, that's for sure. I saw a weird article, speaking of Kelvin. It's on Air Alamo, and I was a little disappointed with the story. I was talking about the last game that we lost to. What was the last loss to? The Thunder. And the writer was talking about how he didn't agree with the fact that Kelvin Johnson played, I think it was less than 20 minutes. And he questioned that a few times in the article, like, why? Why not get him out there? Why not rest some of the starters more? And I'm like, he had 5 fouls. Maybe they could try to play him more, but the reason he was in foul trouble a lot of the night, so he didn't play as much as he normally does. The plate of mine, good evening to you. All right, Jared, are you really giving up? I forgot you were a Nets fan. I know you're a Yankees and Giants fan, but I forgot which New York basketball team. What made you choose the Nets over the Knicks? Or are you a fan of both? Always possible. Hey, let's get a Go Spurs go for the lead. Here we go. Very winnable game, which would give us how many wins if we win tonight? Is it 26? 26. The Nets come into the game with only 21 wins. I mean, they've also, again, dealt with a lot of injuries. They're a young team like us. They're rebuilding. Maybe we'll see you guys in the finals in like 5 years. I don't know. Yeah, it's whatever. You're whatever with the Knicks and the Nets. That's fair. Yes has moved to the Gotham Sports app. I was seeing that today, the Gotham Sports app, and I was like, Batman? Indeed, Bobby. Vamos, Spurs, Vamos, or is it Vamos Spurs, Vamos? Is that the full Spanish one? Yeah, let's get the likes going. I don't think we're at the 50 yet, are we? We are, no, we had 50. All right. Let's keep going. Might be, and we might not have a big crowd tonight. Is It's not exactly a marquee game, but I mean the Nets are, yeah, that's the Nets. Jacob, good evening to you. It's also a little early too. People start rolling in sometimes a little later in the game. McClung should be part of this time. Is it a timeout dunk team? I saw a commercial. Miami James, go Spurs, go to you. Nets are trash. Just say it. All right, Jared. They're not good. I don't want to say they're trash. They're not good. I think we got Julian Champagny from the Nets, who's out there riding a bike right now. All right, well, whatever. Brooklyn ball. 5 and some change to go. Cam Johnson goes baseline. Nice. Bucket. Gets the layup. Spurs on the run down the other end. Kelman turns the ball over. All right, well, Tyrese Martin with the dunk on the fast break. All right, 18-13. Nets back in the game already. CP3 gets it out to Castle. Castle on the takeoff. Tosses it out to a wide open Keldon in the corner. Oh, he hit the side of the backboard. That was a oogly shot. Keldon, my man. Keon Johnson with a bucket and one. Wow. Now, we were just up 18-9. This is a 6-0 run by the Nets. Jared, take that zero off what your message there. I think CPC will drop about 7 points. He's not dropping 70. Jacob, I mean, there's teams that I dislike more than others. Like I don't like the Lakers because of the super team stuff, and let's be honest, they're lucky as all heck with getting LeBron, or I'm sorry, Luka Doncic with LeBron. The Mavericks are boneheads for doing that trade. Clearly, I don't like the Red Sox, but I don't hate any teams. I certainly respect, what the Lakers have done in the past, and the Red Sox coming back against 3-1 to down 3-1 to the Yankees. You got to respect that. Don't like it, but I gotta give them credit where credit's due. 17. I think that's still too high. Mario, good evening to you. By the way, since I got the Yankees fans in the chat, any Yankees news I'm missing right now? I don't follow spring training much. I know Giancarlo Stanton's hurt again. Sell runner in the paint, good. They did, Jared. One of the worst baseball series I've ever watched in my life. Martin for three, no good. Vassell with the rebound. He'll take off, get up the court, gets it to Kelvin. Kelvin into the paint, stops. All sorts of weird movement. It gets fouled. I see Jeremy Sonnen in the game now for the Spurs as well. Hawks down by 5. Bart, that's what I like to hear. Shut down for 6 weeks. Used to hate the Eagles, but now you don't care. I still dislike the Eagles, but I'm also a Giants fan, and there's some very recent history between the Eagles and the Giants, with Saquon Barkley going from the Giants to the Eagles and then immediately winning a Super Bowl. Yay. Kelvin's first free throw is good. CP3, 17 in a week, 70 a month. That's pretty accurate. I did hear Stan's going to be out for a long time. Not to play doing Yankees games when the NBA season is over here and there, but I can't commit to doing every game. And really, if you're going to build a viewership, you got to call every game. And I do not want to call 150 plus baseball games. I don't have that in me. I'd probably be single if I tried to do that as well. Just saying, I don't think that would fly. We have an open three. Swish. Jalen Wilson. Mario, who's your team? The Knicks? I'm drawing a blank. Keldon with the ball again. Over to Steph. Steph tosses to Champagny. Champagny a little bit out of position, and that's going to be another turnover for the Spurs. Jared, I thought about calling a game here and there, but it is a Knicks, all right. Just doing one once in a blue moon, though, it's not going to grow the channel at all. It won't. Martin for three, no good. Vassell with the rebound, and I got pushed in the back for his trouble. 22-19. Spurs were up by 9 at one point, but the Nets are hanging around. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. Calling 82 is a lot. And I think when it's all said and done, it's going to be 95 games for the Spurs. The Summer League, the preseason, and the regular season will put us at around 95. I think when I check the math, it's around 95. If he made the playoffs, then that would push it over 100, but that's not going to be the case. Keldon with the ball, and he's going to get fouled. A lot of whistles lately in the last couple minutes. Hello, Carlos. Thank you for stopping in. He got his giveaway today, Carlos. It was Paisan. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but his cards arrived today. We do have some bad turnovers, Dennis. Anthony with the $2 super chat. Still happy my Dodgers beat. Oh, I got to read it because it's a super chat. Still happy my Dodgers beat your Yankees. Thank you for the super chat, but ouch. Champagne for 3. Good. Penny was playing good in the last game until he got thrown out of there. The refs are whistle happy right now. I don't like it. I don't like games where the whistle's getting blown every 30 seconds. That's a turnover by the Nets. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Spurs wall of 25-19 with 2:20 to go in the first quarter. There you go. There you go, Jared. Devon Vassell checking out.
You can check it. You can't check out.
Castle with the ball. A much slower start than his 32-point game he had against the Thunder. Takes off, just pushing his way up the court. The runner high off the wow, very high off the glass and good by Castle. Anthony with a $2 super chat. And no, he says he was there at Yankee Stadium to see it. I did not know you were there. Awesome, Anthony. Congratulations. And also, Edgar, thank you for stopping in. Totally understand, but thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Gabriel, thank you for being here. Just saw a couple misses by the Nets and a couple offensive rebounds to get the ball again. 1:43 to go. And there's going to be a foul and 2 free throws coming up for Brooklyn. This one's on Castle. When I see Castle's hair down, it doesn't look long to me. But then when it's up on the pineapple, it looks like really long. Like, what am I missing here? Do I just not understand how the pineapple works? It must be the way it's tied, because it's short here and it's a little longer in the back. But when he has it up, it looks giant. I don't know. First free throw's good. By the way, Cam Thomas at the line for the free throw. My bad. Robert, baseball opening day I think is the end of March, right? It's usually right around April 1st. 27 to 20, second free throw, good. I don't understand the power of the pineapple. I really don't understand how it works. I get the gist of it. It's just the hair looks much shorter than the actual pineapple. Kelvin drives in the paint, throws it up off the glass, good. I wondered if they were extensions. I asked that once in the chat, and everybody said no. And I'm like, but his hair is much longer. A drive and a layup by, I don't know who that was. Champagne drives, misses the layup. Some dude from the Nets. 29-23, minute to go. And slinging some D causes the miss. Spurs on the run down the other end. Fox over to Champagne in the corner. Another missed 3. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Brooklyn ball. He is not wearing an extension. KJ looks like Tasmanian devil out there. Is that good or bad? Brewers opening day? 29-23. Under a minute to go. Spurs with the lead. Cam Thomas drives, throws up the layup. Good. 29-25. Yeah, it's like going to be that kind of night. Going to be a close game. Castle with the ball again. Just going to launch a 3, a 2-for-1. Oh. Was 2 for 1 in that one, and he was off. Ooh, whew, he was off. That was way off. I can't even describe how off that was, but it was off. 6 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Cam Thomas staying way out in 3-point lane near the Spurs logo. He's got Sohan on him. Step back 3. Missed the 3. Ball falling in the hands of Castle. Castle gets it up to Champagne. Champagne to Sohan. A dunk with a second to go. My clock ran out. There's 1 second on the clock. And the full court 3 is no good. 31-25. It's Sohan. What a dunk. At the end of the quarter. Rich, I said I saw a few vids from... yeah, I saw that. I saw you watched a few, Carlos. I'm glad you liked them. It seems like a few of you have been watching the I Make Crap stuff. Cowboy X Factor, mentioned he was really liking the Tales from the Whack Bag stuff, which is bad acting, excessive, sometimes gory, but goofy violence, and just yeah, they're a lot of fun to get that stuff back up. Do our 2-for-1s ever work? No, but we scored at the buzzer. So I mean, that's something, right? You think the other team doing that to us? We did it to them. Oh, it's good first quarter overall. I mean, Spurs are right. What's up, Devon Vassell? Tracy, don't hate Devon Vassell. Hate the way he's been playing. His 3-point shot right now is in a 9-game slump. Looks like he's breaking out of it tonight. He's at a couple, but the previous 9 games he's shooting, I think, under 20% from three or somewhere around 20%. I want him to succeed, but he's been in a lot of slumps this year, and you gotta call it when you see it. Bart with the cleavage cam request. Yeah, we got some cleavage tonight. You ready? Bam, 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 bam. No, not what you're looking for. Spurs are up by 6. Wow. You guys are never let that cleavage cam. You're not gonna let that go, are you? That was an accident, but it did happen. Opening day is March 18th. Wow, it's early. Hmm. We need the Atlanta Hawks to lose tonight. GS7 said, yeah, we need a good third quarter. We need the Hawks to lose though. We need the Hawks to keep losing. Keep them in the lottery. That's the goal. Keep them in the lottery. All right, back to the game. Start of the second quarter. All good, Bart. I mean, Selena's here, but she's not showing anything. I mean, just there's elbow cam. I mean, if you're an elbow guy, she's looking a little bigger than me. There we go. Let me shrink her down a little bit. Hawks on her tight game with the Bucks. So go Milwaukee. Buck them up, Milwaukee Bucks. Spurs will go on. No, we won't. I'm an elbow guy. But DC says, show the game. That I can do. Where are you, game? There you are.
Sucker!
Carlos, there's a good chance. They're playing very well this year. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Going to stay with the Brooklyn Nets. 31-25. Spurs up by 6. Ian on the shot clock. Wow, what a whistle. Foul on Sohan. Foul on the Sohan. Foul on the Sohan. Rest of the Sohan. Tracy, it's going to be really hard to make the plan. I mean, we're going to have to go on a really big winning streak. Not impossible. Without Wemby, though, probably not likely. Dayron Sharp drives in the paint, gets the layup, 31-27. I mean, if we had Wemby, I would say yes. With no Wemby, I doubt it. Champagne just traveled. Oh boy. We're turning the ball over a lot tonight. That's concerning. 31-27 Nets ball. This is in the Frostbank Center in San Antonio. Can't see us the bar right now for Brooklyn. Wofford, he turned the ball over. Spurs on the run. So in to Kelvin for 3. No good. Champagne with the offensive board. Back to Kelvin. Kelvin spins around the paint, kicks it out to Castle. Open for 3 in the corner. And no good. It bounced off the rim, bounced off the backboard, and bounced off the rim and fell off. Thomas White open for 3 down the other end. He will make the 3. And it's a 1-point game, 31-30. Yeah, road trip. I thought he stepped out of bounds, actually. I've seen him do that quite a few times. Darren Fox, pull up. No good. The Mets can actually take the lead on this possession. 31-30. Drive into the paint, and the offense is going to reset. Thomas ran in, and it ran back out again. Now he's driving again. Get it to Wofford, and that just took the lead. Wofford with the runner, 32-31. Nets are on a run. Illuminix, I think he'll be okay. I mean, Serena Williams had that. She came back fine. This is the first lead of the night tonight for the Nets. The first lead. Asar Thompson, Brandon Ingram all recovered from it. I'm going to stay optimistic and Wemby recovers from it. Cam Thomas misses a three, fight for the board. Offensive rebound from the Nets, a follow-up three. 10-0 Nets run. Wow. We're losing to the Nets now, guys. We're losing to the Nets. Just putting that out there in the universe. We're losing to the Nets. A team that's worse than us. Well, we're at home. Let's not forget that either. And we're losing to these guys. Steven, it does feel like a here we go again. Nets will find a way to lose. I've seen this before. Jared, I've seen that before too. The Spurs play horrible in the third quarter. No, we're too small. It's center so, man. No one is ever surprised when the Nets win anything. What do you expect? Nobody makes this team. I don't think we're better than a YMC team, but we have some problems. It used to be the Sonics on Earth. The Thunder used to be the Seattle Supersonics. I wish the Seattle Supersonics were still around. I liked watching them in the '90s. You had the Glove and the Rain Man. Sean Kemp was a brutal dunker until he put on a lot of weight. And when he was, in shape in Seattle, I think he gained the weight when he went to Cleveland, if I remember correctly. But man, when he was in shape, that dude was just a monster. So and undersized Tax Brazilian. Mitch, he likes that. He likes a small ball. On a whole headband Grogu. Grant was drafted by the Sonics, Brian. I forget that often myself. He played 1 year with Seattle, and then he switched to the Thunder. Grogu's trying to good vibes to the Spurs right now. Kemp played faded all the time. Huh? What's that mean? Mitch Johnson likes a small ball. Johnson in his small balls lineup. I'm not a fan of these small lineups we've been going with. I'm not a fan of the starting lineup. It is what it is. We're going to live and die by the small ball. We've been dying a lot more than living. In '79, the Sonics won the chip. I was not watching basketball at that time. That's right. Thank you, Nuno. Remember the thumbs up. It's going to be Spurs ball, I think. Down 35-31. This is the biggest lead of the game for the Nets. I know it's only a 4-point lead, but it's still the biggest lead of the game for the Nets. And yes, he is, Andrew. I agree. Yasirski, because we don't have any bigs. I mean, we got Mamu. Mamu's like 6'9", isn't he? Vassey's hurt. I don't think we have anybody over 6'9". It's a poorly constructed roster right now. Castle fakes a three, drives into the paint, gets everybody off their feet, throws it off the glass. Lamborn. Yeah, road trip. Unfortunately, we don't. Miss TSR texted me earlier. She said we called up the Bouye. We didn't call up the Bouye. Another team did. I want to say it was the Bucks. Greg 79. I was still wearing diapers. Frank Svick. I don't think so. They're playing very well, but I think when we get into the playoffs, got to win a game first. I think the lack of size on that team is going to eventually hurt them. Could be wrong. If the Lakers do win a championship this year, though, with Lucas first year, Castle missed a free throw. Darn it. That would be something. What a lucky franchise to be what appears to be on a decline with Davis and LeBron and the unload Davis and get Luka Doncic. Just unbelievable. The Booyah! Booyah gonna make me lose my mind. Up the Booyah, up the Booyah. I don't know. What's up, B-Town? B-Town! Thank you for stopping in. Bobby, how you been, man? Hopefully you're doing well. B-Town Breakdown, I've known on, Bobby, did I meet you when I was stuck in the 80s on YouTube? Castle tosses to Biombo. I think I was stuck in the 80s, possibly when we met on here. Biombo with the bucket. Spurs have tied it up at 35. Nutmegged his own player. Did somebody get nutmegged? Cam Thomas in the paint. Tough shot. Good. 37-35. Gas with the ball for the Spurs. Tosses it over to an open Champagny for a corner three. They're going to make those, Julian. Well, Jared, you guys are still up. And CP3 gets tied up with Trevor Watford, and that's going to be a jump ball. All right. Actually, I was going to say sucking these back, but Bob, you watched one of the videos over on I Make Crap. One of the, I think you watched, did you watch The Riddle of Steel where I was playing Conan the Barbarian? Yeah. That's all I'll say on that. Jump ball. Won by the Nets. Russell for three. That's a 5-point lead. Michael Chandler, good evening to you. The Nets are on a 15-4 run in the last 3.5 minutes. Ouch. Castle with the ball. Starts to drive into the paint. Tosses it out to Barnes around the Champagny. Champagny fakes the three and then gets run into. Foul. Now both. All right, Bobby. I'm having fun with that second channel. It doesn't have much of a many views or many subscribers, but I am really having fun with the second channel, and that's all that matters, right? A lot of those videos are making a damn fool out of myself, but whatever. Castle turns the ball over. Wilson for three, good. The Nets are now up by 8. Oh. CP3 with the ball out to Castle. Did he just travel? That 3 turnovers for Steph in the first half. He needs to put his hair up. He plays better with the pineapple. Oh my gosh, this is rough. This second quarter has been a disaster, guys. Yeah, beat the Bobby. Yeah, 100%. I'm really not making anything at the moment. I'm putting up old stuff from 2012. Jeez, putting up old stuff from the late 90s to 2012. Turnover for the Nets. Spurs on the run. Castle out to Barnes. Barnes back to Castle. Castle with an open three. Well, to his credit, he made some mistakes and still fires a three off of confidence and hits it. That's ice in the veins there. Oh, I know, Mike. We gotta be patient, but still, Zach Collins has been pretty solid for the Bulls. It's actually been kind of Hawks are beating the Bucks. It's been kind of strange seeing Zach and Trey Jones play better with Chicago. Hawks up by 4. No, no. I don't want Atlanta to win. Hex them. Spurs. I just looked up. I didn't realize we're still down by 5. I like this that we're seeing the Spurs start talking during breaks. That yeah, they are. The Hawks, I believe, are playing Milwaukee. Jared, I believe that's the correct assessment. I don't know how much time left in that game. I don't know why I went to my phone. It'd probably be easier to look it up on the TV. Yeah, now I'm like behind Selena. Um, awkwardly behind Selena right now. Hawks, HAWKS. How you doing? Fox is playing Big Gucci. He's playing tonight. It's 104-101. 9 minutes and 14 seconds ago in the Atlanta and Milwaukee game. So I'll keep that on my phone right there. We're in a timeout in this game, and the Spurs are down by 5. The first quarter went well. The second quarter, it's been all Nets in the second. Let me actually pull up the stats for the quarters. We've outscored us 18-7. 18-7. Struggle real. 79 like how appropriate. Thank you, Greg. Bucks never lose game. Hey, Gio. We've lost plenty of games this year. Hey, Gucci, that's a darn good question. He's not done much tonight, has he? CP3, Mallow. He's not in the game at the moment. I'm sorry, he's not in the game at the moment. He has been playing tonight at this moment in time. He is not in the game, but I don't think he scored many points tonight. You can't stand Trae Young. He's a player. Show enough. A good third quarter would be nice for once. John Connor, you can't hear sound from me or you can't hear sound from your game. I'm personally watching the Yes Network in New England, which is, I'm assuming most of you probably don't have that, aren't in New England, which makes sense. Well, Mark, hello from France. Go Spurs, go to you. John Connor, come with me if you want to live. Get down. His plasma rifle in a 40-watt range. Uzi 9mm. Sorry. Off on a tangent. Brooklyn ball. Under 7 minutes to go. They are 43-38. I am really tired tonight, so my apologies. Martin with the drive and the bucket. He's been playing. Tyrese Martin's been really killing us tonight. Sound from the game. Okay. CP3 drives, gets it to Biombo in the paint. Biombo with the jumper. Good. Mr. Lyrical, I would love Castle to start and put Chris Paul to the bench so we have somebody running the second unit. But for whatever reason, the Spurs, well, I think we know the reason the Spurs refuse to do it, though. Spurs slinging some D, and they cause a stop, and now Vassell with a block from behind. You get it to CP3. He's open for three, takes the three, makes the three. All right. A little bit of a comeback now. Wemby on the bench. Wemby really grown his hair out, too. Yeah, long. You know, if Wemby grew out a giant fro, he could be like 8 feet tall with his hair, couldn't he? No? Yes? Like if he like grew his hair out like Lonnie Walker or Kim and Play or whatever, like the big no? All right. How's Wemby doing? Jared, as far as I know, he's okay, but he's gonna be out of commission for at least 6 months. Tracy, CB3 probably made a difference. A lot of the young guys have said that they've learned from him. Castle's mentioned him as a tutor. It's not a tutor. It's not a tutor at all. Yeah, he made a difference. Win-wise, not a huge difference, but our wins did increase from last year. Nets ball, shot clock at 6. Class is going to pull up for a J and make it. 47-43. I heard Wemby was car shopping. Not easy when you're that height. Devon Vassell's going to start to drive. Cover him well, 10 on the shot clock. He's going to take a step over 3, and that's a negative. And Biombo, I think, is going to be. Oh, Cameron Johnson with the foul. I thought Biombo was going to get it over the back, but not so much. I like Biombo. Not necessarily the starter. Wemby should get pineapple hair too and start knocking shots with his hair. That's not a bad idea. James, Wemby with pineapple hair? Can you imagine how freaking high that would be? His hair could block a shot. Biombo in the paint. Biombo with the dunk. All right, Bismarck. Luminix there was. Not these days, though. 47-45. Chris Paul playing some aggressive D. I like it. Now an open 3 in the corner for the Nets. Zaire Williams for 3. All day wide open. CP3 with the ball for the Spurs. Spurs are off, by the way, until Friday after this game. We play the Kings at 10 p.m. That is going to be late for me. Barnes with the runner, and it's go. Oh, my clock was not running. Barnes runner. Clock go. Are the Spurs sure they want to give Fox a max deal? Is he eligible for a max deal because he was traded? I don't think he's eligible for or maybe he's eligible for a max deal, but not a super max deal. I forget some of those ins and outs of the contracts. That's good. I'm sorry. Oh boy. 50-48. Oh, Elias, the Spurs G League team's on a 6-game winning streak. That's a turnover for the Nets. Spurs ball. Devon's going to get fouled and hammers it down. I don't think that's going to count. Oh, it is. And one. They gave him the continuation. Nice. Greco, you're having a whole lot of trouble getting Vassell out there, aren't you? Devon with the drive, gets pushed and throws it down hard. All right, that's what I want to see Devon doing. Nice. Just put Williams on a poster. All right. Yeah, he needs a dunk of justice.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Let's see him playing for the Nets. Nice. He might be out there, but I can't see him. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. You guys remember all that? Spurs back up 51-50. Nets ball. Playing hot potato with the ball at the moment. 4 on the shot clock for the Nets. Now Thomas won a mile-long three. No good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Spurs ball. Manuel, I was actually looking to maybe check on some of those guys. All here, no cape. What's going on? I watched Ingram today. He looked good at times in the G League game. Turnover by Biombo. Nets on the run. Three-pointer by Russell in transition is no good. Barnes with the rebound. Thank you, Jared. Keldon with the ball. Drives in the paint. Stops, pops. Misses the shot. Ball's going to be loose, and Keldon comes down with the loose ball. Kicks it out to Barnes for three. No good. Johnson with the rebound. Their Johnson, not our Johnson. And now a foul by our Johnson. So just lots of Johnson action all out there. 2 free throws, it looks like, coming up for the Nets. Trevor Watford going on the line. An NBA maximum contract is based on years of experience, while a supermax contract is a type of extension that can be worth up to 35% of the salary cap. All right, wow. Area 51 apparently using Google these tonight. All right, sounds like a copy and paste there, Area 51. De'Aaron Fox checking in for the Spurs. First free throw was good, by the way. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. I'm so tired. 51-51. One more free throw. Wofford misses the second free throw. We are tied up. Taj, he's been, I mean, all things considered, considering he wasn't even the NBA when we called him and gave him a 10-day contract, that's been solid. Not the starter we want, but the starter we need right now. Fox, runner in the paint, good. 53-51, 2:45 to go. And an alley-oop layup by the Nets. Claxton, I just realized, is wearing something on his face, I think. CP3 into Biombo. Biombo in the paint. Turnaround little J. Good. Bismack Biombo. Getting us some buckets. His is on fire. I mean, 55-53. Spurs are in the bonus, by the way. Thomas jumper. Good. Jared letting him have it. De'Aaron Fox from the corner, three-pointer, good. Yeah, Greco, your little head, man. Slow down with the comments just a little bit, or you're gonna get timed out, and I don't want to see you get timed out. So just slow down a little bit there. Almost not becoming Duncan Stringer. Not even close. 3-point field goal this quarter. I think it said the Nets were shooting 63%. We were shooting like 38. Spurs up 58-55, minute and a half to go. Johnson drives. It gets blocked by Biombo. No, no, no. In my house. Ball went out to D'Angelo Russell. Shoots the three. Misses the three. Spurs on the run the other way. Keldon lands to the paint. A very off-balance shot. I think he's trying to draw contact. Didn't get it. And Biz won another block. Draco, slow down on the chat. You're putting things ahead before I call them. Last warning for you. I don't want to time you out, but you are putting stuff in before I get to it. Slow down a little bit. Wait like 5 more seconds. Biamo won another block. We're going to have a foul on this one. Biamo, I think, is 32. Having a little personal block fest. Are they saying this is a goaltend? Oh, that may have been coming down. I think this is a previous play. Oh, well, they didn't call it. He's 32. Which can you call the Nets Johnson J and our Spurs Johnson Johnson? I should use their first name. I mean, we got Keon Johnson, Cameron Johnson, Kelvin Johnson, Mitch Johnson. There's a lot of Johnsons in this game. 2 free throws coming up, by the way, for the Nets. First one good. So many Johnsons. Speaking of Johnsons, Keon Johnson's at the line right now. Number 18's Bismack Biyombo, Michael Chandler. That's the guy we signed on a 10-day contract. 2 10 days, and eventually now he's here with the rest of the year because we just were lacking bigs. De'Aaron Fox with the ball. Over to Devon Vassell. Vassell standing by the Spurs logo. 10 on the shot clock. Looking for a screen. And so we got a switch. Vassell takes off and pulls up for a J, and it's no good. Keldon with the miss. Keldon with a couple tips, and Keldon Johnson with the second tip gets it in. Biombo back in the vet minimum? I don't mind him as a third center. He should not be a starter, but we don't have any options. Wemmy's out. We traded Zach Collins. Charles Bassey's hurt. We are lacking big men in no way. Yeah, Carlos, he was putting stuff in the chat before it happened. I think he's chilled with it a little bit. He's chill out. Be cool. Please. Hasta la vista, baby. I don't know why I'm doing all Terminator stuff tonight. Actually, it's Terminator and Batman and Robin. One of those movies is not like the other. He's on his last warning, Jared. I think he gets it. Biombo checking out. Spurs should hold for the last you know who. I don't finish that sentence anymore because whenever I do, it's bad luck. Biz is having a good game. He really is. Manuel Bassey's injury prone. His left knee is literally a noodle. He's had season-ending injuries to it the last 2 seasons. Now he's injured again. Fox sprinting up the court into the paint, gets by everybody, gets the layup. Holy moly, that dude is fast, which we already knew as Spurs fans. Yeah, Tyrese Smart's not going to get that shot off. Wow. All right. Spurs were down by, I think, 5. And now they're down by as much as 8. They came back. And De'Aaron Fox showing off his speed as he gets by everybody. We do have a lead. That's not half, though. 1-8-2 ain't gonna cut it. He doesn't have a noodle leg. It's just his knee. He's got a noodle knee. He's had a fractured patella, torn MCL or ACL. Now he's dealing with some kind of soreness now. He cannot keep that knee healthy. Because he can't stay healthy, he's now expendable. He's expendable like that poster right over there. Jacks the R. I mean, this is a game the Spurs should win. Let's be honest. This is not a good team. We're not a good team either, but this is a very winnable game. Extremely winnable game. All right, let's pull up the halftime stats. Oh boy. Struggle, real. Jeez. All right, first quarter we outscored them 31-25. Second quarter they outscored us 32-31. For the Nets, Zaire Williams with 5, Cameron Johnson with 5, Nick Claxton with 4, Cam Thomas with 13. I was struggling from threes, 1 of 6. Speaking of struggling from three, D'Angelo Russell's 1 of 5 from 3. He has 7 points for the Nets. Off the bench, Brendan Wofford with 8, Jalen Wilson with 6, Day'Ron Sharp with 2, Tyrese Martin with 4, and Keon Johnson with 3. And the Nets shooting splits for the day are 47, 30, and 89. They have turned the ball over 9 times. We have turned the ball over 12 times. Wow. And our shooting splits right now are 54, 42, 80. For the game, Harrison Barnes has 6 points. Bismack Biyombo with 10 points, 6 boards, and 2 blocks. That. CP3 with 3 points and 7 assists, no turnovers. Typical CP3 half. De'Aaron Fox with 7 points. And Devon Vassell looked like he's finally breaking his slump. Having a pretty solid game. 13 points on 5 of 7 shooting. He has 5 boards. And does have 2 turnovers, but yeah, everybody's struggling with turnovers in the game. Julian Champagnie tonight, 3 points. 104 from the field. He's struggling a little bit. Jeremy Sohan. Sohan's only played 7 minutes. He's got 2 points, a board, and an assist. He only has 1 foul. I don't know why he only played 7 minutes. Kelvin Johnson, 15 minutes. A little inefficient tonight. 4-10 from the field. Does have 4 boards, 2 turnovers, 11 points. Stefan Castle, 7 points. 4. Castle struggled a little bit with the ball. 3 turnovers, but he does have 7 points and 4 assists. And he's 3 of 6 from the field. So there you go. Spurs won a 9-man rotation. Nets going with a 10-man rotation. We'll close up the stats and talk to the chat until we get back to the second half. Oh, I was going to keep an eye on the Hawks game. Yep, Paisan was the winner, Carlos. Is he back in the chat? Ah, there he is. Yep. Collins is a legend. Collins, are the Bulls playing tonight? Did he have another good game? I'm pulling up the Bucks and the Hawks. All tied at 1-0. Oh wait, no, the Bucks had the lead. The Bucks are up 119 to 113 with 3:35 to go. Nice. All right, I like it. Oop, I didn't want to close that out. I want to keep that game up. The Hawks right now are 28 and 33. I want them to keep trending in that direction. Keep moving games. I like it. All right, we'll keep that up on the side. 3.5 minutes to go. Vassell needs to be a second option, at least to be effective. Now that I don't think I think he's having trouble fitting in too. Taj, you're not the first person that said that. Ernest Go Bucks, and he needs silver dancers when we have Grandma Dan. What? Steven, I don't see any of that. You see grandmas dancing at halftime? I just see the leading scorers in the halftime show. You got grandmas dancing? All right, well, that's the thing, I guess. Hey, whatever floats your boat, right? Silver dancers, grandma, it's all the same. It's all good. Yeah, we had old folks doing Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. I actually won't get that reference, Andrew, because I did not see the halftime show for the Super Bowl. I did not. I actually shut the game off before halftime. I watched most of the first quarter. Was kind of bored because the Chiefs were looking awful. Shut the game off for a while. Came back with 2 minutes ish to go in the second quarter, and at halftime I was like, "This game's probably over." Shut it off. Checked my phone some point in the third quarter to see if the Chiefs came back at all, and it was a blowout. I was like, "All right, the game's over." D'Lo under 5 assists, maybe. Is this the end for Kyrie? I don't think it's the end, Marauders, but it's not good. Carlos with the $2 super chat says, "Hello, newbies. Better hit the like button." But now, do it now. Come on, do it now. Do it now. Sign Diamo to a 3-year deal now. I'm not going to sign for 3 years. He's 32. Spurs should trade both picks and a player to trade down. The thing with that, Ernest, and a lot of folks are saying this and commenting on videos, is would you trade down? If you have a top 4 pick, are you willing to trade down in this draft? Probably not. So I don't see it happening unless it's set up in a way that whoever's available at wherever that team's picking, they just don't have anybody that fits the roster. I don't know. Not like them. Off the top of my head, all Johnson lineup: Avery Johnson, Magic Johnson, Joe Johnson, Larry Johnson, Eddie Johnson. It's they have 2 point guards out there, Avery and Magic. Some of these guys, I'm forgetting their position. I know Larry Johnson was a forward. Man, I thought they were going to be something special with the Charlotte Hornets way back in the day. Grandma Ma and Alonzo Mourning. I was like, man, they're going to have something special cooking in there in Charlotte. Nope. Larry went to the Knicks. Zoe went to the Heat. How's that? Vinny the Microwave Johnson. Road trip. Nice pull. I remember Vinny Johnson. My hope is that we get a top 4 pick, and even if it's number 4, that would be fantastic. That's also probably being a little greedy. We had the first overall pick with Wemby, and then we had Castle with the fourth overall pick. I think the fourth pick again would just be ridiculous. All right, Ernie Johnson. That's fair. Okay. Did Ernie play professional basketball? I actually don't know that. You're talking about the announcer, right, on TNT, Ernie Johnson? I honestly don't know if he played. I'm gonna put up a Go Spurs Go. Inside the NBA is going to be around, but it's going to be on I guess NBC now. They're leaving TNT, but they're going somewhere else. By the Hawks game, the Hawks are down 121, 116 with a minute and a half to go. Let's go, Bucks! Sign a trade with Indy for Miles Turner if the pick lands outside the top 4. Uh, I mean, on paper, he sounds like a great fit, but some of you have said no, so I don't know what the no would mean. I haven't watched enough of the Pacers games. By the way, Marauders, you were correct. You had commented on a live stream. I didn't see the comment, and Miss TSR snipped it and sent it to me. Yes, she does know more college basketball than I do. She watches it religiously. I don't watch it. I watch it once in a while with her. I can't name 10 players. Well, no, I can name 10 players because of the draft. Sorry, but yes, she watches more than I do. She watches every men's UConn game, every women's UConn game. So yes, she does follow college hoop significantly more than I do. Yeah, Pirtle has been playing well. Pirtle power. Atlanta down by 5. It's still a minute and a half to go. Yep, 121, 116. Okay, score hasn't changed. Marquise Johnson. Wow, you guys are whipping out some variety with your Johnsons there. Hawks must lose if the Magic lose also. Magic doesn't affect us though. How's the Magic fit into this? Right now, they're actually talking about the draft lottery. First and second pick, Ernest, we would have to trade down the second pick though. That would be a salary cap nightmare when everybody's, with Wemby's contract, Castle's, Fox's current contract. I don't think he'll be here forever. Obviously, he's older. But the rookie scale contract and a first and second pick are pretty big, so I would think we would trade the second pick down. That's right, Taj. Also, not smart enough to follow college anything. Nice Marauders. Magic are barely. Oh, so we want the Orlando Magic to win then. Road trip not going live for any March Madness. It's not my jam. Good morning, Jay. I mean, we already got all the Spurs games in March to try to cover college hoops too. It's just, I mean, because I have such a busy schedule, I can't do it. Some of those are all old Carlos. So I Make Crap a it's going to include stuff that I've done, really anything I've been creating for YouTube or older stuff that I created. Well, I guess the TSR music stuff, some of that music is from the late 90s right now. I'm putting up the really old stuff, but the music videos were created later so I could put something on YouTube. So those actually date back to the late 90s. The Tales from the Whack Bag stuff that you watched recently, season one is from 2012. There's a season two and three from 13 and 14. Stuck in the 80s is from 2019 and 21. And once I get all that stuff up, there could be new episodes of something here and there. Maybe not Whack Bag Film since that officially shut down in 2017 and there's been nothing since. They do a little Stuck in the 80s revival, a new episode once in a while. Who knows? I'd like to get back to making music again at some point. Fox tied it up. What? Come on, really? My phone still says 121 to 116. My phone not updating? Oh, crud. Now I'm on the wrong game. My phone still says 121 to 116. My phone's being stupid. Uh, yeah, so the schedule's going to change since we're in a timeout. Where should I put the old channel, the new channel up, the new old channel, since we're talking about it? I had been uploading 5 videos a week just to get content up there because it's a new channel, wanted to get content up. Starting next week, we're going to go to 3 a week. It's going to be on Mondays, Stuck in the 80s. On Wednesday, it's Whack Bag Wednesday. That'll be a Whack Bag film. And then on Friday, it'll be something from TSR Music. And then anything random throughout the week could be popped up there as well. If, I got something I want to put up on a Tuesday or Thursday or, something on the weekend. I joked around with Miss TSR next time we watch a bad movie. Maybe we'll put a playlist on there that's called We Watch Crap. This be a live stream where we're watching a movie and we'll put a counter counting up. Like we have the clock counting down on these streams. Well, this clock will count up. So if you want to know exactly where we are in the movie, we'll tell you what streaming. I just something I threw out there. Whether we do it or not, I don't know, but we'll see. Might just want a break from streaming as well in the summer. All right, here's I Make Crap. If you haven't checked it out yet, check it out. What? I didn't get the channel link. It's got a player's name. What the heck? Come on, YouTube. I mean, come on, Control C. Control copy paste. That didn't work. Try again to get the channel. Fail on my part. I swear I clicked Control C. Now I'm going to the wrong place. Come on, Rich. You ever have one of those nights where just you click on stuff and nothing's going the right way? All right, there's the channel. Control X. Go to the chat. Let's hit a Control V. All right, I just put a V in the chat. I don't want just a V. Control V. This darkness is killing me. All right, there we go. There's a second channel. If you get a chance, check it out. We're getting close to 500 subscribers. That was way harder than it needed to be. My apologies. My apologies. All right. All right. Looks like the second half is about to start, so I better get Q3 up there. Quarter, 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 quarter. There we go. Q3. All right. The dude at what? Dude at a castle on his head? Who's got a castle on his head? I don't see a castle on somebody's head. Steven Z with the $5 super just says, in the 90s, how did you keep up with the Spurs? Newspaper. Paisan, it is on the main channel. If you go to the main page for TSR Sports, it's very on the bottom. It says check out my other channel. It's after all the playlists, but it is definitely up there. It's not, yeah, not take crap. It's I Make Crap. But thank you very much, Steven Z. It's, newspapers. Every morning after the Spurs played, I would grab the newspaper and check the box score to see how the Spurs played, if they won. Watching ESPN Sports Center. That's how I kept up. Newspaper and TV. There was no internet. But Sal's gonna get a dunk, an easy dunk after there was a miss by Biombo and the ball fell into his hands. 64-57. That game almost over? I don't know, my phone's not updating. You guys will keep me posted on that game. My phone's not updating the score anymore. We have a drive and a miss by Cameron Johnson, but he was fouled. Going to go to the line for two. Nice, Carlos. Steven, didn't it? The thing that sucked though was living on the East Coast. If the Spurs had a late game, I wouldn't know the score. What like, first thing I got up because like if I had to go to school, ESPN was an hour long. Sometimes they wouldn't show, they didn't have the thing in the bottom where they show the scores going by. You had to wait until they got to your team on ESPN back in the day. It sucked. SportsCenter's an hour long. You get on there and you're like, "Where's the Spurs game? Where's the Spurs game? Where's?" And finally, there it is. 47 minutes into the episode, they go over who won and the box score in the game. It's a lot different covering following your teams back then. The Spurs were not on TV a ton back then. There was no NBA League Pass. I generally would see most of my Spurs games when they made the playoffs, which they were obviously a perennial playoff team before I started the channel. Uh, Michael, I've never actually. I do have PayPal. Yes, YouTube takes 30% off the top. I don't have Cash App. I understand. Appreciate you making the gesture. I don't even know my PayPal account off the top of my head. Um, Biamo gets fouled hard. Okay, totally thrown off by that. Magic are down in eighth. The Hawks are in eighth? Oh, no, we want the Hawks to be a play-in team. Anthony, I agree. Well, shoot. If the Hawks are in eighth, their pick is not. Well, that's still a play-in spot. The play-in 7 through 10. Bismack Biamo's at the line for two. I feel weird putting that out there, Michael, to be honest with you, because I've seen other channels say, "Hey, support me here," put their PayPal link in here, and I'm like, I don't. eh. I do have a PO box if you want to send something cool there, like I don't know. Actually, I do prefer that instead of the stuff you guys send sometimes in the PO box is that's really cool. That might be something expensive. Just just somebody once sent me a handwritten letter, and just that was cool because I haven't gotten a handwritten letter in years, but it was a really a couple handwritten letters like what TSR Sports means to them and da da da, and not I don't mean da da da, but an explanation. It's something that's really nice. Let's go Milwaukee. The Hawks lost. All right, but we need Orlando to play better. The ball is stuck on top of the rim, and if finally the Spurs get the ball, they're on the break after the miss. Barnes open for three in the corner. Missed the three. Remember when fast breaks were dunks, not always 3-pointers? That miss that was by the Nets, I got stuck on the rim, by the way. Eventually rolled off. He just went up there and was like, boop. Finally fell down. 65-59, 9:40 to go in the third quarter. Fox fakes the three, takes off, gets in the paint. Layup is no good. The tip is no good. Fox with another putback. That is good. That cold chai? Thank you. The most heartfelt Spurs channel. I would tend to think all Spurs content creators love the team. Motivations could be different. There could be financial motivations, or I mean, I don't know if you're gonna try to make money off a basketball team, the Spurs might not be your first choice. But I do this because I live in Connecticut. Cheap plug alert for folks. So, Vico Timber, what's going on? Since you just said that, I'm obviously a huge Spurs fan, huge Giants fan. One of the things I love about doing this channel is I live in Connecticut. so I don't have people to talk Spurs with. I don't have many people to talk Giants with either, oddly enough. I don't really know many Giants fans. I mean, my uncle's a Giants fan, but anyway, just getting to talk Spurs with you guys. When I do the videos during the day, and you guys, give feedback on players you like for the draft, players you don't like, just stuff like that. It makes it a lot of fun. Man, I really feel bad. Oh, the Mavericks, Carlos, just the Mavericks in general. I know they're an in-Texas rival, an in-state rival. Man, just the stuff that's happened to them over the past month, I actually feel bad for them. We never, Yodi, what is Yodi doing? What are you doing, Yodi? You never got a good luck poop. Sorry, buddy. He's a little sad. He's over in the wrong way. There you go, Yodi. Boo, Yodi, 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 Yodi. It is what it is. I don't think Castle's having a very good game. I want to say he has maybe 5 points. I don't know for sure. Injury is. It absolutely is, Andrew. I mean, we're dealing with it now. Not necessarily injuries per se, but medical issues. Wemby with the season-ending medical issue. Pop with a season-ending medical issue. Wemby should be back better, better than ever next year from what I'm reading. Pop, we don't know what's going on with him yet. Giant question mark. Castle at 7. All right. 5 felt low, but I just couldn't remember him hitting a lot of buckets. He missed the free throw. He hit three shots. That's right. He was 3 of 6 in the first half. 7 points. One was a 3-pointer. Road trip. I mean, you trade away your franchise and don't get enough back in return when they traded Luka Doncic, and then the guy you traded for gets hurt, and then all your bigs go down. Derek Lively's hurt as well, and now the other star on the team, Kyrie Irving's out for the year. Just what a domino effect. Just, just blah. Wonder if thumb is bothering him more than we knew. Whose thumb? Castle? Does Castle have a sore thumb? Under my thumb. Do I see him as hiring a new coach? Pat, we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Pop is saying he'll be back, but maybe behind the scenes there could be something else happening. I don't know. I honestly don't see Pop coming back as Yodi's playing the triangle. Yodi. I see Pop staying with the Spurs in the front office. I doubt he comes back to coaching. I mean, he's over 75. He had a stroke. You can call it mild all you want. It's a stroke at that age. That's very serious. I don't think he comes back to coaching. I don't think Mitch Johnson takes over. If Yodi's single, he can boot what's we haven't had here in a while. And Bismack Biyombo with the hammer on the inbound pass, 69-62. We haven't had an epic boop on this channel in a long time. Are you ready? Boom, 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 boom. The most epic of boops. It is Nets ball down by 7 as the Spurs just 69 left with Biyombo slam. D'Angelo Russell for 3. I don't know, sorry, Zaire Williams. I got the hair confused me. The Nets are 8 of 27 from 3 per the announcers. Wow, they are struggling. Nico should have trained Luka made it. Oh, horrible, horrible, horrible trading him. And Anthony Davis is injury prone and he's north of 30. Why? Just one of the worst trades I've seen in NBA history. Made 0 sense on top of that. That's another bucket for the Spurs, up by 9. CP3 with the 2. What about Lonnie Walker Octane? He is with the. He signed with the 76ers? I'm drawing a little bit of blank. Nice move by Russell in the paint, but can't finish. Spurs on the run. Vassell going to pull up for 3. Devon is playing much better, and the Spurs now have a 12-point lead. Devon finally looking like Devon again. Even Hubie Brown tried to sing one, yeah. That would good ball moment. Devon having his best 3-point shooting game in some time. Because man, he was in one heck of a slump. That's not really funny, but okay, whatever, jerk. Do I think Anthony Davis is injury prone? Oh gosh, yes. Carlos, throughout his career, he was pretty healthy last season, but he's been dinged up this year. If you look at his games for his career, he's generally missed at least 10 games a year. Many, many years. Actually, I'll prove my point. I'll bring it up for us. AD, where you at? Anthony of the Davis kind. AD. All right, Anthony Davis. Let's look at his game log for his career. Let's see if I can back up my statement. Since his rookie season, now some of these seasons are going to be strike shortened, like 2020 and 21, or not strike shortened, no, disease shortened, whatever. Anthony Davis game log 64, 67, 68, 61. So his first 4 games, he's missing over 15 games a year. Then 75, 75, so got a little healthy. Then 56, 62, 36, 40, 56. So 3 years in a row, he played under 60 games from 20, 21, and 22. Bumped it up to 76 last season. He's played 43 games this year. That means he's missed about almost 20 games, and then he's out for who knows how long. So, yes, I would say he's injury prone. He was fairly healthy in 23, 24 the previous season. But the 3 years before that, he missed a ton of games. So, yes, definitely injury prone. And I don't see that getting better as he gets older. Don't wish anything, bad on him. I have no problem with Anthony Davis. He just has trouble staying healthy. Kawhi is rude. Castle apparently is dealing with a thumb injury. The good thing is the Spurs don't play again until Friday night. There you go, Andrew. Yes. When you say fragility, Anthony Davis does come to mind. No, he's never played 82 games. He's never played 80 games. He's never played 75 games. Or yeah, he's never played more than 75, I believe. I can't remember the numbers I read. Somebody made a good there's a great GOAT video between Jordan and LeBron. And the only reason I bring it up is because, there's always the talk about how much more durable is in the debate between Jordan and LeBron, and LeBron has certainly played much longer. I can't take that away, but Jordan played 82 games, I believe, 9 times in his career. That's crazy. Nobody does that anyway. David played 82 games, I think, like 5 or 6 times. Guys don't play 82 games anymore. Guys don't play 80 games. They don't even want to play 70 games, it seems like. Fox kicks it out to Barnes. Barnes going to take off into the paint. Back out to Vassell for 3. I'm so glad Devon's playing well tonight. Nice to see him playing well. Vassell dunk, yeah, depleted mine. Vassell's looked good tonight. This is the best he's looked in a long time. Spurs on a 13-3 run. Barnes playing some D. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Brooklyn. They have 9 on the shot clock. Something I don't say often, by the way. Barnes playing some D. 82 9 times, 81 twice, and 80 once. Is that Jordan? He played 80 or more 12 times? Wow. Bruce Bowen played 82 games for 5 years. Yeah, a lot has changed. LeBron, I think's played 82 once or twice, Carlos. Once or twice. It's not 0, but it's not too many. 4 on the shot clock for the Spurs. CP3 going to pull up and miss the shot. Biama has 4 fouls, does he? I didn't realize that. Thank you. 6 minutes to go, 77-64. Spurs with a double-digit lead. And this might be Biama's 4th foul. It might be a little ahead of me. I don't know why Kevin Durant rumors keep coming here. Who's the Lakers guy that is it AC Green that's played like 800 plus games in a row or something crazy? I'm beginning his first name. Is it Green? Something? Yeah. No, Michael Devon's played very well. Best game in a while. Prince Vic, they traded Dennis Rodman because he was a giant headache. There was a lot of issues. I think there were locker room issues, or he missed practice. There was a lot of stuff happening with him, and The Spurs felt like the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, and he moved on from him. They didn't get much for him. They traded for Will Perdue, I think. Well, all due respect to Will Perdue, yeah, one of these things is not like the other. One more free throw, by the way, coming up for the Nets. Claxton's at the line for two. He missed the first one. Missed them both. Vassell at the rebound. AC Green was okay. I thought it was AC Green. I wasn't sure, Steven. Yeah, he was the Iron Man. That dude won a lot of games without missing one. Kelvin out to Devon for three from the corner. Devon. Rockets on the pick of the Suns, do they? Didn't know that. The Thunder own the Sixers pick if it's outside the top six. We better pray the Sixers don't get the seventh overall pick, because then that would go to the Thunder. Spurs ball up 80 to 64. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds, and it'll be staying with San Antonio 14 on the shot clock. Margathon, what's going on? We're so back. Well, we're playing the Nets. I mean, LeBron has 1 year of 82, one of 81, and one of 80, and 3 times 79. All the others were below 70. He only has 1 year of 82? Good evening, Andrew. I'm glad Vassell's playing well. He has the ball again, drives, kicks it out to CP3 for three. Wow, this turned into a blowout. And you know what? I'm fine with that. We should be blowing out this team. YouTube just played a Stefan Castle commercial? Nice. What's going on, Peter? The Nets have either trailed or led by the same amount of points as Philly is to Minnesota most. Spurs can go up by 20 here. Castle into the paint. Jumper and one. I know, I'm bad. Andrew, I'm just bad luck for the Spurs in general. We'll have been on YouTube for 6 years on April 5th this year, and this will be the Spurs' 6th losing season, barring a miracle. RDM, what's going on? Good evening, Angie. What's going on? The Spurs are destroying the Brooklyn Nets tonight. And I'm all for it. We need a nice blowout win. When's the last time I don't think we're going to be able to get to 200 thumbs up. We're at 115. But maybe we can get to 150 thumbs up. I don't think we're going to have the crowd tonight because, one, the Nets suck, but two, this is now a blowout. But if you guys can help us get to 150, I will consider that a win for TSR Sports. All right, back to the chat. Back to the game. That's because Spurs haven't sponsored me yet. I don't think that'll ever happen. I'm sorry for the last stream call. Andrew, I don't even remember what happened in the last stream, so it's all good. So many happens in these things, I generally forget. The like button is free. Fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. Rob, what's it look like again? Yep, you're going to get it again. John Lou, I know Devon's been in, I think, a 9-game shooting slump when it comes to his three-pointer, just in a slump in general, and now all of a sudden he comes out firing against the Nets team. July 26th, I like Bismarck as a backup or our third center. Not as a starter, but obviously Wemby would be our starter when he's good to go. KJ looks like he's quick to dish the high fives after a good play. Good. Support your teammates. Castle short on a free throw against. Spurs get the offensive rebound, though. Jeremy drives in the paint, gets it to Kelvin, back to Steph. Steph over to Devon. Devon back to Castle. Castle's going to have to take a long three. No good. And a foul on somebody. It's on the Spurs. Dang it, the phone is in the... We fell asleep with your... Carlos, get some sleep, man. If you stay up till 10:40 or 11:40 your time, because LeBron James is going to get his 50,000th point tonight. I'm assuming you'd like to see that. That's crazy. 50,000 points. He was the first guy to 40. Now he's going to be the first guy to 50. So I am with a block from behind, but I think that's going to be a foul, and yes, it is. This was a normal night for Devon last year. Maybe not shooting this lights out, but I mean, 20 points a game was there was a push off before that. Jalen Wilson with a push off on Champagny. Well, he's at the line for two, so it is what it is. All right, Andrew. My voice is, I'm tired, so I'm not gonna be able to sing tonight. But Mikey's right here. Mikey's gonna give you all and to the Nets and another. Yeah, he's just kicking them. You guys got a lot of Mikey butt action there, but yeah, it's all good. 85-66. Castle with the ball for the Spurs. Devin with the ball in three-point land now. 8 on the shot clock. Over to Keldon. Keldon's going to drive. Gets into Sohan. Sohan jumper gets blocked. He wanted a foul. Didn't get it. Nets on the run. And a foul on the Spurs. Did seem like he kind of went. I mean, he pushed off Champagny first. I don't know. That was a nice block by Day'Ron Sharp. 2 free throws coming up for Keon Johnson after the Spurs fell. The Nets are in the bonus. First free throw is good. They cut the lead to 18. Suns versus Kings. Okay. Kyle Gasol should join the Spurs coaching. Is it Gasol coach at all? Honestly, don't know. Second free throw. Good. 85-68. Pat McCaff, don't say that. Don't say that. Devin's going to take a quick three. Wow. Where has this been? Seriously. He's playing very well tonight. 88-68. Rick, I think you mean Vassell breakout game. You took Castle and Vassell's name, made him one name. Vassell with a steal, another follow-up three. 2. Timeout. Where has this been? Kellen's jumping all over him. Where has this been? This is the $29 million player we've been waiting for. Right? This is a player you paid $29 million for. I agree, Alex. Road Trip says Devin will not miss another shot the rest of the season. I think he will. July 26th, I mean, I hope this isn't a one-off and then he goes into another huge slump. Because right now he's playing fantastic. He's got 30 points on 11 of 13 shooting. He's 7 of 9 from 3. Also has 9 boards and 3 assists. This is probably his best game of the year. Where has this been? He's got the pineapple power. You know what? Because Steph doesn't have the pineapple, he's stealing all of Steph's pineapple power and absorbing it all to himself. He's like Thanos with the Infinity Stones. He's got super pineapple power tonight. I'm glad to see he's playing well. I am so sick of talking about how Devin's been playing poorly. Spurs on a 24-6 run in the last 5:45. Yes, Matt, that is a score. The Spurs are up 91-68. It's Vassell's bumping up his trade value. There it is. Jalen Wilson gets in the paint, gets a layup. It's 91-70. Could Vassell go for 40 tonight? Keldon in the paint. Tosses it out to Devin. Devin's going to drive. Toss it into Keldon. Keldon with the layup. Nice pass by Devin. Yes, Vic. So this is a player that I thought would be seeing all year. Not shooting lights out like this. 11 of 13 from the floor, 7 of 8 from 3. Not that good, but you know, somewhere between this and what he has been the last 9 games. Shooting splits of 47, 39, 80 something. That's a miss and a rebound by the Sohan. He's getting double teamed. Finally gets the ball out to Castle. Spurs get it past midcourt. Castle to Jeremy was going up for a dunk, got fouled on the way up. Did Isabel just come in the chat? It is so late where she is. I think she did. Isabel, good evening to you. Wow, everything just froze up. Whoa, whoa. All right, everything's good now. Coach Plays, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. My computer just like. I just missed what happened. I think Castle just had a dunk on the inbound pass. They were showing something. I was looking at the chat that crashed for a second. What did I just miss? What did I just miss? Everything locked up for a second, so I was looking at that. Castle with a trick play. I didn't see it. Show it again. Come on, Yes Network. I don't think they're going to show that play again. Oh, yes, they are. Castle throws in and off the defender and throws. That's awesome. Off Dayron Sharp. Nicely done, Steph. Caught the defender sleeping and bounced the ball off of him. I like it. Spurs ball. Sohan for three. No good. Well, yeah, better thing to do when you. Oh, HP's trying to update. Stop doing updates while I'm streaming, you dumb computer. Wilson for three. Good. Point game. What kind of amateur live stream are you? Coach, I know, right? Jeremy Sohan with the ball for the Spurs under video. By the way, if you guys are football fans, make sure you check out the Coach Plays. He's doing a lot of great analysis, breaking things down on a regular basis, doing draft stuff. I know you put up some videos recently. I haven't had a chance to watch. I think you did something about draft today. Coach, are you gonna do some mock drafts? I'd actually love to watch some mock draft videos. DeJounte Murray Red Mess, he's out for the year. There's a blowout right now. Nice drive and layup by, I think that was Cam Thomas in the paint. Spurs get it up quick. Castle in the paint, layup, rolls off the rim, no good. Going to the line for two. You never do mock drafts? They are overdone, but people like them, coach. And you're breaking stuff down at such a good level over in your channel. I think that might be they're overdone, but people like them. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. I gotta get working on my next video. I'm hopefully gonna have it up. Next, Castle missed another free throw. He's over three tonight, I think. Hopefully the next video will be up next Friday at the earliest, the following Friday at the latest. So that would be a 3 week turnaround of the documentary. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch the Anthony Bennett documentary, I'd really appreciate if you give it a look. I think I put over 10 hours into that thing easily, so we'll appreciate, he missed another. He can't hit his free throws. I could show this game.
Sucker!
Cam Thomas for three. Spurs ball. My clock is a little ahead. There we go. His pineapple Castle's rubbing his hand between plays. It might be affecting his free throw shooting. His free throw shooting is really off tonight. Fox in the paint. Throws it up. Nets can hold for the last shot. And at the buzzer, no good. Spurs will take a 99-80 lead into the fourth quarter. Player early misses Patty Mills. Yeah, Patty was a fun player to watch. I hope Devin goes for 40. I don't know what his career high is, but I'm going to go look it up now. Victor, I'm actually not watching on League Pass. This game gets blacked out in my area because it's the Nets and the Knicks and the Celtics all are considered local teams, which I think is some BS, but it is what it is. So I Picked up Fubu to watch the game, and Dupe is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, YouTube's giving me some kind of weird message. I don't know. Is everything okay on you guys' end? Everything looks like it's working right, but YouTube occasionally just, I don't know, giving me a weird widget. What was I going to do? What am I looking up? Coach, the most recent one, not too good. It has around 600 views. The Brandon Jennings one had over 2,000. This one has 600. And you don't generally care about views, but when you put over 10 hours into a video, you want it to do better than 600 views. But it is what it is. As you said, that's an evergreen video, so it can sit there and maybe catch on, you know, next week, next month, next year. Who the heck knows? What the heck was I looking up? We were talking about something, and it totally. Oh, Devon. I was going to Devon's career high. I want to say it's somewhere in the 30s. I'm getting on it. Oh, basketball reference. You guys know I love basketball reference. I'm there all the time, every day. All right. Brown Devon's career high now. 36 last year. He can get a new career high tonight. Mitch, make sure he plays enough to get a new career high. He's cooking right now. Let him continue to cook. Let's get him 40. That's what I say, in my opinion. All right, I see the stream's doing good. How's Bear doing? Andrew, he's not with me tonight. Any of that? Sure, well, Alex, no idea what's up with them. Not good enough to be in the NBA, apparently. Yeah, coach, I've seen the same thing with you. I know your videos have been, the views have been inconsistent as we all struggle with different content. But you have said some really catch fire, and that's what I'm hoping with one of these, that it catches fire, and then, there's a trickle down effect, if you will. Road trip, I think Devin has 7 threes tonight. Last I checked, he was like 7 of 8. You had some huge videos, actually, Coach. You were really killing it. One went over 100. I think another one went like over 80. You had quite a few giant videos there. That's a turnover. This squeeze the rim. Spurs cause a turnover, an easy dunk for Kelvin.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Falcon, the story of the game. The Nets are not good. Cam Thomas for 3. The Nets, I mean, we're not good, but they're even worse. Kelvin, that was a thunder by Kelvin. De'Aaron Fox in the paint, out to Champagnie open for 3. We might not get a chance for Devin to get a career high because we're up by 21. I don't think Devin's on the floor. No, he's not. Nets ball, down by 21, and there's a hard foul by Champagnie. Yep, those couple of videos have done nice. One over 120K, another over 90. Nice. Makes you chase the next one. Keep it up, man. And you were partially an influence with that, Coach. I'm not gonna lie. There's other channels I saw doing things, but I was like, you know what? I want to grow the channel. I love doing Spurs content, but I know that I need to be a little more diverse to keep growing the channel. Castle on the run, out to Champagnie for 3. And I want to do documentaries also. There's going to be probably a Spurs documentary along the lines of Giants. Those are teams I cover, so those will be interweaved throughout other players as well. But I've enjoyed covering players who were draft pick busts or had a lot of potential coming to the NBA, and then it just didn't pan out. I find those stories intriguing. Like, just what went wrong is an alley-oop to Castle, and he hammers it down. It's not Area 51, but I'm going to play it anyway. Our next 3 opponents, Red, I know we play the Kings Friday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, my time. Mitch Johnson's taking a timeout. Let's just hit a shot, but the scoreboard has not updated. Was that a 3 or 2? It was a 3. Whole lot of yapping with the refs between Mitch and Chris Paul and company. I don't know what's going on. At the end of the day, it's your channel. Do what you enjoy. Yes, exactly, Coach. Gotta do what you enjoy doing. But you don't want to also keep spending 10 plus hours on a video and nobody's watching. And I don't mean that to be rude, but that you don't want to put that kind of time in. It's like you keep putting time and time in. Again, it's having fun, but also at some point you want to see a little bit of the fruits of your labor. Someone check Castle's shoes for for technology. Jay, let's get the home win is right. Am I doing something for the music? Andrew, like, do I have any music coming out soon? I lost my recording studio at the end of last year. It was an older computer, an older desktop I was recording on, and the hard drive died. And I mean, it was using Windows XP. It was old, so I need to find new software and new capture. New software. I could probably download something like Audacity. I heard that's a good free wave editor. I just need a simple wave editor. That's all I need. I don't use Auto Tune. I don't use any fancy studio tricks. I just need a wave editor to mix two guitar tracks, a bass track, a drum track, and my vocals. That's it. I don't need anything special. So that should be easy. I just don't have a USB capture device for anything. But I would like to start making music again. I really enjoy doing that. I saw your doc about Bennett. Why him? Carlos? I thought he's been called the biggest draft bust of all time, so I wanted to look into the guy. That's really all it was. I was talking to my boss a few months ago about potential. We were talking about draft busts or players that weren't panning out in the NBA. And I mentioned to him I was doing the video on Brandon Jennings, guy that had scored 63 points in a game in high school, scored 55 points in a game as a rookie. So it looked like, wow, this guy's going to be legit. And then his career just never took off. So that kind of led us to the conversation of draft pick bust in the NBA. So that's how I got to Anthony Bennett. The next one's going to be a football one. It is going to be Giants related. So a little, just a little spoiler there, Giants related, but I want to do a football video. And then the next one, there's been one that I've been wanting to do regards to the Spurs, so maybe I'll do that next. Keith, a good shot. Is he, or is he being told to? I don't know. Chris Paul shows more motion on the bench than Mitch. Oh, yes. Absolutely 100 agree, Bobby. Absolutely. Barnett's on. I really just need a weight editor. I was using Cool at 96, which is as old as it sounds. I just need a copy and paste wave editor, which I'm sure I can find. It's just capture devices. I have some friends that recently got into recording music, so I'll reach out to them and see if they got anything. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate it. Greg Oden, I did a short on him road trip, but he is a huge draft bust. Not because of talent. The talent was there. He just couldn't stay healthy. But those type of players, your Greg Oden type of players, I find their stories interesting. And I'd like to find some players who maybe aren't featured as much moving forward as well. And infuse a little myself with humor. For those of you that didn't catch the Bennett video, there's a decent amount of humor in that one compared to the prior documentary. Keldon misses a three, Spurs get the offensive rebound. Fox from the free throw line kicks it out to Keldon. Keldon follow up three, also no good. And now a foul on Brooklyn. Does Chris Paul resign with us? Oh. Steven, it's not a Greg Oden video. It's just a short, just a 60-second short. It's a good one, but I think so. Good morning, journaling. Fox for three. Okay. 109.86. We're getting close to 150 thumbs up. Can we get to 150 for the win? I don't think we can get to 200, guys. We don't have the crowd here tonight. It's just, I mean, it's the Nets. The Spurs and Nets. They're two losing teams. But 150 thumbs up would definitely be great as Cameron Johnson hits a three from the corner. 108.89. Whoops. 108.89. My apologies. One too many points on there. Castle into the paint. Throws it up. Just misses. Nets on the run the other way. Cam Thomas, that three was off as soon as he threw it up. Offensive rebound, though, for Brooklyn. Follow-up three by Thomas from the other side. No good. Another offensive rebound, and Wofford will put it in. As we give up a lot of offensive rebound, guys. Leonardo, good evening to you. By the way, if anybody's new to TSR Sports, I'm a huge Spurs fan. Obviously, if you're a huge Spurs fan yourself, you're looking for a place to hang out, talk about the game, or talk news, talk rumors, talk draft, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We like to talk all of the above and more. Champagne in the paint layup, good. Greatest international basketball player to not play in the NBA. Marauders, that's interesting. I would have to research the crap out of that. There's an easy dunk for Clax in the paint as no Spur was around him. 110.93. The lead has been cut to 17. Fast food, Beyond been playing well. You know, Borgathon, considering its height, Julian is not getting above the rim as much as I would like. Is my phone charged up yet? 97%. We're at 153 thumbs. Thank you, Hugo. 153 thumbs up. Awesome, guys. Watching from Texas. Nitro just south of San Antonio. Pink. Dang, Brooklyn sucks. Well, I would be rich for every time the Spurs didn't get a defensive rebound. Yeah, they give up a lot of offensive rebounds. Mitch is livid? Yeah, I'd like to see Champagne above the rim more. He's what, 6'8"? Come on, man. I think his brother's more of a dunk. Oh, okay. Warriors beat the Knicks. Okay. Mitch lost his temper. He thought a player traveled. Have we seen Mitch lose his temper this year? Leonardo, I am and I'm not with the Giants having the third pick because both of the quarterbacks, from what I understand, Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, if they were in last year's NFL draft, would be like the fourth or fifth best quarterback. The other guy was Travis Harris. Is that the guy that's a cornerback wide receiver? There's a chance the Giants could draft him, which means we'll be without a starting quarterback again, barring free agency or drafting somebody. The third pick's kind of tough. I'm excited but not excited, if that makes sense. That's a weird spot, you know. He screamed F throwing his wow. Mitch actually Travis Hunter. I said Travis Harris. Travis Hunter. Excuse me. By the way, enjoyed the mock video, but that article is way off. Yeah, those picks were. Uh, that's why I wanted to do a reaction to it. I was starting looking at the article yesterday, and as I said in the video, I like being honest with you guys. I'm never going to fluff a reaction. I knew the first two picks, so I want to see what who they had the Spurs taken, and I was very shocked at those two picks, which is why the thumbnail said we drafted who? Because that's not who I expected to see. Andrew, he's got to drop 40 Friday night. Drop 40. Shedeur getting picked apart by the draft media. Yeah, did he have a bad combine? I did not check the combine. Jordan McLaughlin sighting, maybe. We'll see. Titans and Giants trading. Really, Levi? Is that the word? Giants trying to trade up to number one? 110.93. It is Spurs ball. Champagne flies into the ground, taking an off balance three. No good. And Cam Johnson takes it to the hole and gets the layup. It's a 15-point game. This isn't exactly signed, sealed, and delivered as of yet. RQ3, good evening, man. Thank you for stopping in. We are blowing this lead, Bobby. Vassell has checked back in with a legit shot at getting a career high 40 tonight. He's got 30 at the moment. Pull up jumper from Devon. Make it 32. Let's go. Devon for 40. Devon for 40. Let's make it happen. 2 words to remember, Liam and Queen. So Medicare guys, Miss TSR is a huge UConn fan. If we drafted Liam McNeely, she's already said she might cry on stream because that'd be 2 UConn guys on the team now. Tyrese Martin just slices and dices our defense for a layup. No opposition whatsoever. 7 minutes to go. 112.97. Keep on feeding Devon Vassell. I hate this from Ezekiel Elliott, but I mean, feed him. Feed me. Feed me Seymour. Castle into the paint. Toss it out to Sohan. 7 on the shot clock. Jeremy back out to Barnes. We're going to have to shoot. Pull up 3. Swish at the buzzer. Harrison Barnes with the clutch shot. Wow. Drywall, how do you really feel? Cameron Johnson for 3. Game stand at 15. And you got your time with Derek Queen, correct? Derek Queen, I believe. Castle, nice crossover drive in the paint. Gets by everybody and slams it. Oh, and the stare down. Stacked. Wow, that was some thunder.
Thunder, thunder, thunder. Thunderdome of justice.
When he gets in attack mode, forget it. Crossover into the paint, goes up and hammers it down. And it's staring down Trevor Wofford. Wow. Wendy versus Spider-Man under Rose? What? That's random. And does he? Did he make him in his size? Castle has the best stare down. He's been practicing his stare downs. I wish he would hit some of his free throws tonight, but otherwise he's played fairly well. 2 free throws coming up for Brooklyn. First one good. 117-101. Hammer that rim like it owed him money. Exactly. Castle's not afraid to stare people down after he gets them on a dunk. I haven't seen him talking smack out there. Maybe that's just gonna be his thing. He's like, if he gets you, he's gonna give you the look. De'Aaron have 16. That Dirt Road. So I read that wrong. Fox, he's not in the game right now, so I can't see his points. I don't think he has that many. I don't think I've said his name a lot for scoring tonight. Both free throws good, 102-7 to 117. Williams just commit a foul on the inbound pass? Apparently he did. Castle got that Derrick Rose hop. Yeah, I mean, listen, he needs to work on his outside shot, turn over the ball a little less. He's going to be good for us. Castle with the ball again. Crossover, drives in the paint, stops, throws it up, and that's an air ball. So there's where the decision making could be better. He had a great drive to the rim, threw it down, but then he took a tough contested shot. Those are things that'll get better in the offseason. Fox has 13. Negative deal. I didn't think he had 15. Steph needs to point at the people he dunks on, just like when he dunked on Bol. Bol. Spurs ball. Can we get to Devon to 40? Devon with the ball at the moment. He has 32 points. I've got my Devon Vassell point tracker in my head. Get it to Biombo. Biombo a little lost with the ball. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Yep. That's not the guy who want holding the ball with the shot clock running down. I have not seen the new Daredevil series, Elias. I'm not a big guy on new comics. I like comics more from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. As far as 90s and 2000s, the only thing I really do there is Spider-Man, X-Men, and the Hulk. That's a turnover by the Brooklyn Nets. Spurs on the run. Castle's open for 3, takes the 3, misses the 3. Nets ball, 5 minutes to go. It's a 12-point game. Keon Johnson for 3. It's a 12-point game. This is not over yet. I do like the original Elias Volume 1 of Daredevil from 1964 to whenever it ended. I don't have the first issue. I have the second issue. I don't have the first issue, unfortunately. Vassell, pull-up jumper. That's 34. Let's go. I said his career high was, what, 36? I just heard 13 of 15 from the field. Keep feeding Devon. Devon with a steal. Smoke him if you got him. We are at 4-2-0. 119-105. Devon with the ball again. Spurs with 14 turnovers tonight. The Nets have 13, so a little sloppy on both teams. CP3 for 3. 122-105, and another timeout by Brooklyn. Clay Lakers said Devon will perform like this some nights, and then the next night will drop 11 on 3 of 14 shooting. Unfortunately, you might be right there. Boudet, the Mavericks are a mess. They're done. They're cooked. The thing is, they're like 7 wins ahead of us. I don't know if we're gonna be able to catch them. I know some people are like, when the Mavs cook, we can go after the last playing spot. If we had Wemby, I'd say yes. Without Wemby, it's not impossible, but it's gonna be difficult. Devin doing whatever he wants when it doesn't matter, then injured when it does matter. Ouch. Please keep D'Lo out of the game. You must have a parlay on D'Lo. Sneaky you. I see what's going on there. Greco, this is Devon's best. I think it's his best game of the year. Oh, the Mavs are totally a mess. I agree, Medicare. They are a horrible trade for starters. Terrible trade. I will never find the silver lining in that trade. I think that was a horrible trade trading Luka Doncic away for what they got in return, was just way too little. And then since that trade, the guy they traded for is now hurt. Derek Lively's hurt. Now Kyrie tears his ACL, is out for the year. Who's the other big favors? I think he's out too. I mean, they're done. They're done. We should look good against Brooklyn. Best game in 2 years? No, this is just the Nets, guys. Hey, a win's a win, and I'll take it. Although the game's not over yet, but this is the Brooklyn Nets. They are worse than us by a few games. Looks like the starter's still in for both teams, so nobody's waving the white flag yet. Cameron Johnson into the paint, tosses it out. 3-point attempt. Tyrese Martin's hit quite a few shots against us tonight. 122, 108. Oh, horrible trade. Think so. One of the worst I've ever seen in the NBA. Devon Vassell with the ball. Jukes his defender. Off balance jumper. Finally misses a shot. Fights for his own miss. Can't get it to Vassell with a rare miss tonight. That was his third miss. He's got 34 points, only his third miss. He's been cooking tonight. Johnson for three. No good. Calvin Johnson with the rebound. So Keon Johnson with the miss. Calvin Johnson with the rebound. Not confusing at all. De'Aaron Fox drives in the paint. Runner, good. And somebody was asking if Fox has 15. He does now. You need a block from Castle. Vassell, he is not in the game right now. And he might not come back in at this point. That's a layup by, I think, Cameron Johnson with the layup. Yep, Cam Johnson with the layup. 124, 110. Clock is running out for the Brooklyn Nets. CP3 bringing up for the Spurs with 2.5 minutes to go. Gets it to Biyombo. Biyombo cross court to Vassell. Wide open for three. Career high. 37 for Devon. 8 of 9 from beyond the arc. Three down the other end is no good. Biyombo with the rebound gets it to CP3. That is a career high for Devon, 37. Nitro, it's pretty much all metal. Some form of it metal. I used to do a lot of death metal. The stuff on the second channel, which I'll put in real quick. If you want to check out old TSR music, which is really bad, it's on there. It's extreme metal, death metal, heavy metal from back in the day, late 90s. And I'll keep going up throughout the years. It's then morphed into Christian metal, and there's some Christmas metal. It's all over the place. It's just metal, 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 though. 127, 110. I'm so happy to see Devon playing very well tonight. Is he going to get a 40 spot? They get it out to Devon. Under 2 minutes to go. He's going to launch a long three. That was a little too long. He's looking for the 40 points on a very long three. Didn't go down for him. Adrian, it's been a fun game. It's nice to see the Spurs. This is what I thought the Spurs would be doing a lot against better teams. I think we have a foul on Jeremy Sohan. Alex, he needs to be much more consistent. Michael, he hasn't had a game like this since last year. And he does have a new career high. I think they're keeping him in to try to get him to foot. No, he's taking him out. Devon is staying in. Okay. Mitch is emptying the bench except for actually Jeremy Sohan's out there too. We got Malachi, Blake, Mamu. We got a Mamu sighting. Jeremy's staying in with Devon. They're going to try to get Devon his 40, I think. He might be pressing right now to try to get that. Pull up three is good. I don't know who that was. I never will. Devon with the ball again. They're double teaming him. They're not going to let him get 40. Yep, they're double teaming him again. Devon's going to force a three. No good. The Nets are literally trying to keep him off 40. They're double teaming him when he touches the ball now. That's a missed three for the Nets. I don't think Devon's gonna get this 40 piece. They are swarming him when he gets the ball. Wesley pull up jumper in the paint, short, no good. That Borgathon, they're keeping him off 40. They're trying to keep him off the 40. There's a three by I don't know who that was for the Nets. I think maybe that was Wilson. Marlon's gonna bring it up for the Spurs, and I think they're just gonna dribble it out. He's not gonna get the 40. Well, he still got his career high at 37 though. He missed his last two 3-pointers. Kind of forced him a little bit. This is gonna be a shot clock violation for the Spurs. And we got to win tonight, guys. I know it's a bad team, but this is a team we should beat, and we did. Devin, depression, Aiken. I don't know about that, but hopefully this is a step in the right direction for Devon Vassell. To be fair, you wouldn't like it too if someone trying to purposely drop a 40 bomb. Not a glazing bacon, I wouldn't. So hit the thumbs up on the way out, please. That does still help the channel. And we're going to go ahead and get to the final game stats. Let me pull up the final game stats. There we go. I was on the wrong page. Feels good to get a win, guys. Again, I know it's a bad team, but we needed a win. Well, I don't know if we needed a win, but it was nice to get a win. All right, for the Spurs. Well, actually, let me pull the box score. Where is it? TSR is struggling over here. There it is. There it is. Got it. It was the last one over to the right on ESPN. I wonder why I couldn't find it. All right. How are you in the second half here? We had the big third quarter. We outscored them 37-23. That's the third quarter I'd like to see moving forward, not the other way around. All right, let's talk about the Nets first. Williams with 7 points. Zaire Williams, I don't really do much tonight. 7 points on 2 of 7 shooting. Cam Johnson finished with 17. Nick Claxton, he was pretty quiet tonight. 6.7 boards. Cam Thomas with 24. A little bit rough shooting night. 8 of 19 from the field, 4 of 13 from 3. And D'Angelo Russell with 12 points. He did not shoot particularly well either. He was 4 of 11, including 2 of 8 from 3. Off the bench for the Nets, Trandon Wofford with 12 points and 10 boards, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Yeah, he was a headache for us all night. Jalen Wilson with 13. Derek Whitehead with 3. Maxwell Willis with 0. Dayon Sharp with 2. Tyrese Martin with 9. And Keon Johnson with 8 for the game. The Nets shot 45, 34, 86. They turned the ball over 13 times. Spurs turned it over 13 as well. All right. And we shot 55, 46, 15. The free throws were really a problem tonight. 4 of those misses were Castles. He went over 4. I don't know. Maybe something wrong with his hand. Well, there's something wrong with his hand affecting his free throw. Luckily, the Spurs are off for a couple nights. Get his hand, hand in order. Anyway, for the Spurs, Harrison Barnes with 9 points. Bismack Biyombo, 6 of 10 from the field, 13 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Like a little mini Wemby impression out there production-wise. CP3 with 11 points, 7 assists, and no turnovers. Didn't CP3 have 7 turnovers in the first half? Not 7 turnovers, 7 assists. He got no assists in the second half. D'Angelo Russell, my gosh, I'm getting tired. Sorry. De'Aaron Fox, 15 points and 7 assists. Devon Vassell with a career high 37 points, 14 of 19 from the field, 8 of 11 from 3. He also had 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals and a block. Only 2 turnovers. His best game of the year by far. The Spurs were plus 34 with him on the court. By far his best game. That tonight looked like a $29 million player. Off the bench for the Spurs, Mamo in garbage time scored 0. Julian Champagnie with 8 points. Jeremy Sohan. Jeremy really didn't do much tonight. 2 points in 22 minutes, 1 of 4 shooting, 2 boards, 3 assists, a block, 4 fouls. Yeah, he couldn't really get it going tonight. Stellan Johnson with not his most efficient game, but an okay, actually a decent game, I guess. 15 points, 8 rebounds on 6 of 14 shooting, 1 of 5 from 3. So his 3-point shot disappeared on him again. Malachi Brano and Blake Wesley both did not score in garbage time, and Stephon Castle played 27 minutes, 8 of 15 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Did finish with 4 boards, 6 assists, 2 steals. Did have 3 turnovers. Those were all in the first half, though. He did clean it up to finish with 17 points. There we go. Spurs get their, what win is this? Number 20, 26. Nets drop to 21 and 40. And something I've been doing lately at the end of the games, I want to pull up the standings because this is something to keep an eye on. Because, well, I mean, we got our lottery pick to talk about, so I want to keep an eye on that. All right. For the Spurs, we are still the third worst team in the Western Conference. The Jazz are 15 and 46. The Pelicans are 17 and 44. We're 25 and 34. We have the same amount of losses as the Blazers. They're 28 and 34. The Suns are 28 and 33. Wow, they're playing terrible. And then up ahead of us, the Mavericks, Kings, and Clippers all have 32 wins. I just don't think we can catch them. I'm going to change the standings to the league standings. I think we're still 9th or 10th. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're 9th. Portland's right above us at 28 and 34. The Hawks are right above us at 28 and 34. And the Hawks, you guys are saying, is in 8th place in the Eastern Conference. Is the Eastern Conference that poop this year? The Hawks are 9th. Orlando Magic are 29 and 34. The Hawks are 28 and 34. The Hawks are a half game out. And then the helpless Chicago Bulls are 24 and 38. Wow. Eastern Conference is not too good at all. Anyway, let me get back to the chat real quick. Make sure I don't miss any super chats. I don't like missing super chats. Occasionally that happens at the end of the game. And I did not miss anybody. Miss anything. Zach with 20 and 12 tonight. Are you killing? What? You're welcome, Mark. Zach had 20 and 12 tonight. Wow. I can't believe how well he's playing in Chicago. 20 and 12? Let me see if I can find Chicago. There's an Atlanta game. We don't need that. They played Cleveland. Cleveland's a big team, too. They got a big front court. Let me see how Zach did tonight. I told you guys I keep an eye on the former Spurs, and it's interesting to see how Zach Collins and Trey Jones seem to have turned the corner possibly in their new homes. So, Kellen Johnson. Zach Collins, 10 of 16 from the field, over 2 from 3, no free throws, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 1 turnover. It's a good line. How did Trey Jones do tonight? Trey Jones started. Yeah, 9 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 block, 2 turnovers. He missed both his free throws. Trey missed. He was over 2 from the line. He could easily got to 10 points. Wow, Trey almost with a triple-double, 9, 8, 7. They're both playing good. Now this could be an opportunity thing as well. Wemby's the guy here. The Bulls, Kobe White, I guess, would be the guy. But, I mean, I'm guessing they're having more opportunities with Chicago. And you know what? Good for them. I hope they play well. So that's all I got, guys. We won tonight. We'll be back for the Kings Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be a late game. De'Aaron Fox plays against his old team, the Sacramento Kings. That should be a fun one. Hope to see you then. Miss TSR will be with me, but I don't know how late she's going to stay up for that game because it's going to be a late game. Whew. So, on behalf of myself, Baby Yoni, Little Mikey, Headband Grogu, and Selena, what you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!